She sat on the airplane, hands trembling, passport heavy, and heart empty. She came for money. She married for opportunity. But she never expected one thing. Someone was watching her every move, quietly preparing her punishment. And now, she was trapped in a foreign country with a husband who already knew her darkest secret. Aisha Bello was tired of Lagos, tired of humidity, traffic, noise, survival. She wanted luxury. She wanted silence. She wanted escape. So when she found Minjin Park, Korean, wealthy, soft-spoken, she saw a door. Not a man. A door. And she walked through it. She researched Korean dating culture. Polite, gentle, loyal, easily flattered. She rehearsed smiles in the mirror like an actress. She wrote lines. "You're different. I feel safe with you. I've never met someone like you." She didn't believe any of it. She planned it like business.
She met him at a tech networking event. He spoke slowly. She laughed loudly. He blushed. She mentally checked. Introvert, kind, rich, lonely, perfect. Minjin called her daily, asked about her day, listened. She pretended to be soft, gentle, innocent. Within 3 months, "Aisha, will you marry me?" She said yes before he finished breathing. When she arrived in Seoul, she felt victorious. Luxury buildings, cold weather, high-end fashion, everything she dreamed. She whispered to herself, "This is my new life." She thought she won. She had no idea the game had just started.
At the family dinner, Minjun's mother stared at her like she was disease. She leaned forward and said quietly, "Girls like you don't come for love. You come for bank accounts." Aisha didn't blink. Respectfully, "You don't know me." But the old woman smiled, not kindly. "Oh, I will." Aisha started spending money. Bags, jewelry, spa days, premium restaurants, designer outfits. Every swipe of the card felt like victory. Minju never complained. Not yet. One night she texted her friend, "Once I get property and assets, divorce will be easy. Korean men are soft." She laughed. She didn't know he was already watching. Minjun still kissed her forehead, still said goodnight, still cooked for her. But something changed. He no longer said, "I love you." He said, "I'm learning you." One morning, her credit card declined. She called Minjun. "There must be a mistake." He responded calmly, "No mistake, I'm adjusting things," and hung up. Her heartbeat sharpened. He stopped buying her things, stopped complimenting her, stopped reacting. She felt like she was being studied, like prey. He introduced rules. Cook breakfast every morning, clean the house, no unnecessary spending, attend Korean language lessons. She argued. He didn't. He just looked at her and said, "Freedom requires responsibility." Her phone stopped receiving messages from her friend. Her social media logins failed. Everything erased. She confronted him. He replied, "You don't need distractions." He placed a journal on the table. "Write your real intentions." She refused. He nodded. "We have time." His mother visited weekly, not to talk, but to stare, to judge, to wait for cracks.
Aisha tried to play innocent again, sweet,
obedient. But Min-jun was not the same man she manipulated. His eyes were colder, sharper, calculating. He stopped sleeping beside her. He slept in another room. But every morning he placed breakfast in front of her, silent, controlled, precise. She felt like a prisoner with golden walls. Bank accounts? Closed. Her name on property documents? Removed. Insurance policies? Canceled. She owned nothing, not even the clothes she wore. She tried to leave. Her passport was gone. She searched everywhere. Nothing. Later, he said, "You'll get it back when lessons are complete."
He didn't hit her. He didn't scream. He didn't insult. He just made her irrelevant. Ignored. Invisible. That hurt more. She finally shouted, "I'm your wife." He replied, "A wife or a business plan." He made her volunteer at shelters, elderly homes, hospitals, places where wealth meant nothing. Every day someone asked, "Why do you look sad?" She never answered. He placed the journal again. This time she opened it. Wrote one sentence. "I wanted your money." He closed it gently. "Good. Now we continue." She stopped fighting. Stopped complaining. She worked. Cleaned. Studied. Cooked. Not because she cared, but because resistance meant nothing.
One evening, his mother asked, "Would you still be here if he were poor?" Aisha whispered, "No." His mother nodded. Truth finally breathes. She lost weight, stopped smiling. Her eyes dimmed. She wasn't the sharp, confident girl who arrived. She was small, broken. Her visa neared expiration. She asked, "Will you renew it?" He looked at her like she wasn't human. No. A quiet table. No music. No conversation. Just silence heavy like smoke. After eating, he placed an envelope in front of her. Inside, one-way plane ticket to Nigeria, a divorce document, a note. Lesson complete. She could barely speak. "Did you ever love me?" He didn't hesitate. "No, I studied you." At the airport, she looked back. He didn't. He walked away before she disappeared into the crowd.
Nigeria felt louder than before, uglier, harsher, because now she had seen another life and lost it. People whispered, "Where is the rich Korean husband?" She stopped going outside. She tried texting him, emailing, calling, blocked everywhere. It was like she never existed. She needed work, but pride was heavy, yet hunger was heavier. She worked in a local boutique, minimum wage. Every time someone handed her money, she remembered Korea. Someone leaked her screenshots online, the messages about using him. She became a lesson, a caution, a meme. She woke every night replaying his words. "I'm learning you." Now she understood. She was a project, not a wife. Months passed. She changed, not for love, not for redemption, but because consequences shape people more than emotions. One morning, she received a letter. No return name. Just one sentence. Next time, choose honesty first. No signature, but she knew the handwriting. She folded the letter, placed it in a drawer, and whispered,
I wasn't destroyed. I was rewritten. But one thing remained true. She would never forget the man who punished her without touching her and broke her without raising his voice.